Hey guys, Coach Joe here, part 3 on ball handling, dribbling drills with me personally. Today we're going to be working on some of the same things we've been working on in sessions 1 and 2 with some other added elements. Today we're going to add, to get warmed up, again we're going to do like we always do. Let's go ahead and do 5 to 10 guys that feel like they got some good ball handling controls, feel like they're been progressing throughout these sessions, or just feel like they can push themselves a little bit more. Go ahead and do 10. Guys that just want to get their arms warmed up, don't want to, don't want to push themselves too hard. Just want to get a good feel for it. Go ahead and do 5. Anywhere from 5 to 10 is great. So again, let's go with 5 to 10 above our shoulders, 5 or 10 up to our waist, up to or below our waist, and then 5 to 10 below our knees. Let's do that both with our left hand and our right hand. Let's try and emphasize on compact. When I say compact, let's make sure we're using some decent muscle when we're putting the basketball down. So not so much of a soft dribble, but more of a compact dribble. So let's go ahead and do 5 to 10 of those, and let's go ahead and get started. All right, go ahead. And then go ahead and do the same thing with the left hand. Again, try and stay stationary, don't move with this drill. Get as low as you can, and then go below the waist. You can put the guard hand up if you want. And then below the knees. All right, guys. Now we're gonna add the next part. I want us to go 5 to 10 times side to side with our right hand, and 5 to 10 times side to side with our left hand. And let me go ahead and demonstrate that. So when I'm saying side to side, I want to make sure our hands staying on top of the basketball as we're doing this drill, just like that, side to side. And if you notice coach is swaying back and forth in this drill, you can go ahead and sway back and forth, add some extra rhythm, some element to it. It helps with ball handle and control. Just try and make sure that we're staying shoulder width or a little bit more apart. And then secondly, let's make sure we're not moving in this drill. So let's try and stay stationary, about shoulder widths or a little bit more apart. And again, we're going to be going side to side, just like that, side to side. All right, side to side. 5 to 10 times, both hands. And then we'll do it with the left hand, same thing, side to side, just like that, side to side. Just like this, guys, side to side. Make sure our hands staying on top of the basketball the entire time, all right? And again, you can sway your body, just try and stay stationary, shoulder width apart. All right, once you've done that, I want us to now do next part. I want us to go left leg forward, basketball in our right hand. I want us to go between our legs 5 to 10 times without losing the dribble and without losing the basketball between our legs. It's real important that we start with our right hand with the basketball, giving it to our left hand. So just like this. If you notice, coach, I'm going a little slow just to demonstrate, but if you guys want, make sure you push the speed, push it as fast as you want to go. Let's try and get 5 to 10 without losing the basketball, just like this, all right? Oh, coach lost it there. Again, make sure we're getting 5 to 10, just like this. And if you notice, coach isn't moving, I'm staying stationary, just dribbles just like this between the legs. All right, and then once you've done 5 to 10 of those, switch feet, make your right foot forward. Same thing, I want the basketball now in the left hand, not the right, but we'll be going from the left hand to the right hand. Same thing, guys, 5 to 10 dribbles without losing the basketball or losing your dribble. All right, so just like this. And get as low as you guys can, and you can sway a little bit. Just make sure we're staying stationary and we're not moving our feet, just swaying our upper body. All right, once you got 5 to 10 of those, now I want us to add both those elements. So I want us to go side to side with our right, then I want you to, with your right hand, the left foot will come forward, then go between the legs and back. So I demonstrated that in the slow phase. I'm gonna now add it in a game speed. So I want us to do this drill 5 to 10 times with our right hand, and then 5 to 10 times with our left hand. So again, we're gonna go side to side, back to our feet, side to side, between our legs, side to side, between our legs, side to side, between our legs, side to side, between our legs. And if you notice, my right foot, it's staying stationary the entire time through this drill. The only foot that's moving is my left foot. My left foot will be stationary shoulder width as I'm doing the side to side. And then as I engage in the between the legs, I bring it forward between the legs, all right? And the same thing when we're going from the left hand, we're gonna do the exact same thing. We're gonna go side to side, bring the right leg forward, back. Side to side, right leg forward, back, all right? And the left foot will stay stationary as we're doing the left hand. All right, let's go ahead and do 5 to 10 of those without losing your dribble. Go as fast as you can while keeping control. And again, start side to side first. Don't just go between the legs and then side to side. It's real important that we're starting side to side, coming forward for the between the legs. All right, go ahead and do that 5 to 10 times. All right, and then do the exact same thing, left hand. I'm gonna go side to side, foot forward, side to side, foot forward. Coach lost it right there. If you lose it, just keep the dribble going. Boom. Alright guys, once you've gotten those 5 to 10 done without losing the dribble, go ahead and get a quick drink of water if you need so, pause the video. Now we're going to go to our next part. This next part, I want us, if you can, if you have 3 to 4 cones, great. If you have a hurdle, great. Go ahead and grab that, pause the video. When I say cones, I mean basic small cones. You might have those for soccer. You might even have some of the smaller ones like these. If you have those, go ahead and get 3 to 4 of those. Go ahead and line them out in a straight line. And again, pause the video if you need to. And lay them out like that. If you don't, no worries. If you have a towel that mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, brother, and sister won't care, that you use potentially on the ground floor, outside, or if you're dribbling inside your garage or basement, great. As long as they're okay with it being on the ground, then great. That's a perfect thing to use. If you don't have cones, there's always a way to improvise. So I folded up this towel before the wind messed it up, right there. I folded this towel up here, pretty thin. You can demonstrate here on the ground here. Just kind of demonstrated it. It's probably about 2 feet in length. What you would want to do is you want to fold this towel just like this, long rectangle here, and I want you guys to get about shoulder width apart. And this is going to be a new little drill for you guys. We're going to do it with the right hand, starting with the right hand. We'll be doing this with both hands. So to begin, I want us to understand that we need to get about shoulder width apart and make sure our feet are just, I would say my heels are almost to where the end of the towel is down here, but they're a little bit past. So depending on how long your feet are and how big your towel is, you got to kind of judge that. What I want to make sure is that you have at least 18 to 20 inches of that object in front of you. And the reason why is you want it to be kind of a distraction. If you have those cones, that's great. You have an elevated object abstraction, and then the same exact thing if you have a hurdle, anything like that. Towel again works great because obviously if you dribble the basketball on it, it's going to mess up. All right. So in this drill, I want us to try and get low, and I want us to try and go over the object 5 to 10 times without losing control. So again, making sure our hand is staying on top of the basketball. All right. So I want us to go just like this, stay stationary, kind of sway back and forth, and just go over the object just like this, all right? Let's do that 5 to 10 times without losing it, and then switch hands and do the exact same thing with the left hand. And now with the left hand, for guys that aren't left-handed, it might feel a little weird. So again, sway, and get some good rhythm in it. And once you got a good rhythm going, you'll be like, man, this is easy. All right, and if you lose that rhythm for a second, don't get discouraged. Just get your rhythm back and get going again. That's the beauty of basketball, all right? All right, go ahead and knock out those 5 to 10 in both hands. And now what I want you to do is I want you to, again, get 5 to 10 behind the backs. Pretend you're taking a seat, and I want you to emphasize on dribbling that basketball below the seat, all right? I'd rather, instead of having you, let me show you from the side, instead of just making it behind the back like that, I'd rather emphasize on below the seat, all right? Closer it is to your body, more tighter it is, harder it is for that defender to steal from you without getting a reaching call, all right? So on this part, same exact thing. Make sure we're near the towel, all right? Keeping us disciplined here, all right? I want us to get low, and I want us to get one dribble on both sides as the basketball goes behind our back. So what I'm gonna explain here is I want us to get one dribble behind the back. So I'm trying to go slow there, so let me do that again. Behind the back, behind, boom, boom. All right, just like that. You wanna get one dribble on the right, go behind the back, bring it to the left hand, get one dribble, then engage it right to back to behind the back. Let's do this 5 to 10 times. If you can do this without losing your dribble, great. If you can't, no worries. So again, what I want to see is you try and get, again, 5 to 10 just behind the back, just like that, in a seated position. So again, in a seated position, just like this. And then I want us to add the next part where we're getting that extra dribble again. So again, get one dribble behind the back. And it's wrapping around to the front of you, all right? Just like that, guys. Let's get 5 to 10 of those. And if you lose your dribble, go ahead and pick it up. If you notice Coach just lost his dribble there. Again, just do 5 to 10 of those without losing the basketball, keeping decent control, and make sure we're starting off with 5 to 10 behind the back, below the seat, and then we'll add the next part where we're going to get one dribble wrapped in front of us, wrap behind the back, dribbling right back to the left hand in front of us, and engaging right behind the back. All right, go ahead and knock out 5 to 10 both those drills. Once you go ahead and complete those, remember, always knock out your 50 push-ups, 50 sit-ups. If you want to push yourselves, guys that feel like the 25 are getting a little easier, if you guys remember 25 push-ups, 25 squats, 25 sit-ups is a great workout before and after these drills, so always remember that. It's only going to help you, it's only going to make you stronger, and it's only going to help the game get that much easier for you when we do get the chance to tip off again. Thanks again for logging in, and always remember, go Raiders.